Well, today I'm looking at the Volkswagen Golf GTI. This one is the performance model, the top model in the GTI range, and this is probably the best Volkswagen you shouldn't buy. And I'll tell you at the end why. I've had a chance to drive the 7th generation Golf in many different forms over the last few years, and what I'm going to do is I'll make a playlist and you can just watch all of the videos, Golf, Golf R, GTI, you name it. I've had so many chances to drive the different versions of the Golf, and this is an iconic car. In the 70s, the GTI was kind of like the car that invented the hot hatch segment, and here it is for 2016, still delivering smiles over many, many miles. So this car, I'm not going to get into too much of the details of the outside and the inside because it's been out for a couple of years now. I still think it's a very handsome looking car. This particular model has the 18-inch wheels called Austin in silver finish. Don't particularly like the color of the car, but you can get whatever one you like. Inside is still a throwback to the way GTIs have always been put together, and a very nice place to spend some time. Now, just like the outside of this car, I'm not going to talk too much about the inside because the car has been out for a couple of years. But with the 7th generation Volkswagen Golf, they have done a very nice job of updating the look and feel of all the switchgear, the trim on the inside. And for 2016, they included Apple CarPlay and Android Auto into their head units, and this car has that as well. So when you grip the steering wheel and look at the finish, it really feels upscale, and it should. The GTI starts at about $28,500. And one iconic thing that they brought back with this car is the plaid seats. There was a few generations, I believe, where they didn't have it, and this really does look like the nice retro touch that the very first GTIs had in the 70s. This is a bigger car than before. It offers more space in the front and back seats and is a very useful shape. It's really a box on wheels with a sporty heart. So functional, absolutely, and fun, you bet. Now, this model that I'm driving is the performance version of the GTI. You get a 10 horsepower bump from 210 to 220. But off the record, a lot of guys get performance chips for these cars and reprogram them to get a lot more torque and power, but that's off the record, so you can save a little bit of money. Now, what I love about this car is the 7th generation platform is so sophisticated, and if you get it with the dual clutch transmission, the DSG, you just push it down and you're in sport mode, which really wakes this car up. And you also have the paddle shifters you can use as well to wring the most out of the engine. Now, if it was me, I would get this car with the manual transmission. It is just so much fun to drive this car based on the platform. The 7th generation Golf, all of them, whether you get the base model, the GTI, or the Golf, are all wonderful cars to drive. And it just feels oh so connected to the road and high quality. To me, I describe it as Audi light. It really is a fantastic deal. You get all of that technology embedded in this car, and you can add on top of it what's called DCC, Dynamic Chassis Control, in this car. There's a button here and it changes from normal to sport to individual settings, and that adjusts the stiffness of the suspension, but also adjusts the steering feel and weight and can dial it in exactly the way you like. It really is a wonderful car to drive, and I think with 210 or 220 horsepower, this is the perfect everyday commuter car. You can have it do mundane tasks very nicely, or you can flick a few switches and turn it into a really wonderful car to drive. I've had a lot of fun driving it, and it's always great to reconnect with a GTI. I had one back in the 90s. I love that car, but these new ones are so sophisticated and polished. That's really what I want to get across with this car. It's so polished and upmarket. It doesn't feel like a Volkswagen. It feels like something, a Volkswagen Plus is the best way to describe it. So, if the GTI is such a wonderful car, and this performance model has 10 more horsepower and more technology embedded in it, why is it the GTI and the Volkswagen you shouldn't buy? It all comes down to price. You see, a 3-door GTI in Canada starts at $28,500. You can go all the way to $37,000 if you get the 3-door with the performance package. Then you get into this 5-door model, which has quickly become the favorite. It starts at $34,000, and then if you want the performance package, it's $38,000. Here's the rub. For $2,000 more, you can get a Golf R at $40,000. You get 72 more horsepower, you get all-wheel drive, you get dynamic chassis control included in that car. It's way more car for just $2,000 more. And it's an exclusive car as well. A Golf R really is something that people want, which probably means it's going to be worth more down the road when you want to go and sell it. So the GTI is great. If you can keep the price down into the low $30,000 range, this is a heck of a lot of car. If you're looking for the performance model, spend the $2,000 more and get the Golf R. Thanks for watching, and it really does help if you can subscribe. Click the picture on the left to start the playlist of all of the Volkswagen Golf video reviews.